Well, we can't win the league. Welcome to Club 1, Episode 12 of Zero to Hero. Yes, welcome back to Club 1, Episode 12 of Zero to Hero. I'm Wes, and in today's episode we'll be taking on local rivals Gainsborough Trinity and playoff rivals Brackley Town in the Vanarama National League North. Now, like I said in the intro, we can't win the league realistically. It's not mathematically impossible because we have 3 games left and we are, my maths isn't good, 8 points behind Gainsborough, who we play today, but Guiseley are behind them only on goal difference. So even if we beat Gainsborough and Guiseley win, then we will be still 8 points behind the leaders and with only 2 games to go. So it is realistically impossible for us to win the league. But if we beat Gainsborough and Guiseley also lose, then there is an outside chance, but we've still got Brackley and Stockport to contend with above us. Again, we play Brackley in the second game, so potentially we could, if it looks like we could win the league, we will play 3 games in this episode, but it looks very unlikely, like I said. Now, since you were last with me, we have been okay form-wise. Where was we in the last episode? Okay, so in the last episode you saw us beat Southport and Scarborough, both away from home. We then followed that up with a 3-2 home loss to Guiseley, who were top of the table at that point. We were at 2-2. We went 1-0 up early on, and I thought, here we go, we've got a chance. We can potentially claw our way back into the league picture, but we didn't. We conceded an equaliser less than 10 minutes later. 3 minutes later, they made it 2-1. We equalised with a penalty in the second half, and then late on they scored a winner. Even a draw would have been an okay result for that game. We picked up a fine as well because of lots of yellow cards, like we usually do. We then beat Bradford. We absolutely hammered Bradford 4-1. Technically, they didn't score, despite the fact that they got a goal. It was an own goal. Ruben Gill scoring a consolation own goal for them in the 81st minute. Goal scorers were Akinola, Ramirez, Tomlinson and Thanoji, who scored coming off the bench. We then beat Blythe Spartans at home 2-0. Jordan Slew and Connor Tomlinson with the goals in that game. So yeah, we take on our local rivals looking for a bit of revenge, having lost to them at home earlier in the season. And if we have a look at Gainsborough's schedule and their results since they played us, this is where they played us. They have only lost 2 games. They've only failed to win 3 since they played us. That is just ridiculous form. And quite frankly, if with that sort of form, they do deserve to win the league. But we don't want them to because they're local rivals. So we need to be beating them today. I'm sure I showed you this in the last episode, but it's been 3 days since I recorded it. It hasn't yet been released, so I can't remember. But anyway, this is the team that's going to be going up against Gainsborough today. And it is a starting 11 of Willis in goal, Nugent, O'Dwyer, Gill and Mullings at the back. A midfield of Thanoji, Ramirez and Healy, with Tomlinson up front, supported by Slew and Glover on the wings. On the bench we have Hinchcliffe, Muggleton, Akinola, Qualter and Jowers. I'm hoping we can get a draw at best out of this game. I'd like to win it, but the form that Gainsborough are in, I don't think it's going to happen. I have managed to sort out the graphics problem that I had in the last episode, something to do with my resolution. I'm going to say assertively, I don't know, yeah, we owe them, get some revenge. That generally works, it fires them up. And we are looking for revenge, so it's fair to say that. We've got our first highlight and they blazed a free kick over. Would be nice if we can get some highlights in this game. We have gone attacking, despite the fact that they are the more informed team. A win for us would put us on 67 points, with Gainsborough on 72. So we would only be 7 points behind them. Tomlinson threw on goal early on and is forced a corner. Thanoji with the corner trying to find Tomlinson, but he can't. Glover trying to break through, but he can't. And that is the end of that highlight. We've had 3 shots so far to their 1. They've had 1 on target. As things stand with a draw, we'll see us go up to 4th. Nugent with the throw-in though. Ramirez, Healy with a long-range shot, and that's his 9th of the season. 18 minutes on the clock. And that was a fantastic goal to put us 1-0 up. Throw-in from Nugent to Ramirez, who just squared it to Healy. What a turn and strike. The curl on that was absolutely fantastic. What a goal from Healy, who is on a yellow card at the moment. And that will see us, like I said, up to 67 points. We are defending a free kick now, but Nugent steals it back from the free kick. Plays through Tomlinson, who loses out, but Mullings picks it up, plays it across to Slew, who forces a save out of the Gainsborough keeper, and we have another corner. Thanoji with it again. Can't beat the first man though. Glover to O'Dwyer, back to Thanoji, and that is the end of the highlight. But Thanoji with a free kick now, forcing a save out of the Gainsborough keeper. We're peppering their goal, and it's only through their goalkeeper that they are not 2 or 3-0 down at this point. We've had 6 shots and 4 on target. They haven't even hit the target yet with the 1 shot that they've had. Mullings with the throw-in to Glover, back to Mullings, trying to play in, I think he was trying to play in Tomlinson there, but he couldn't find him. And O'Dwyer wins the ball back in defence. Tomlinson now through on goal and forces a save yet again out of the keeper. Their goalkeeper is having a fantastic game. And Thanoji with the 3 kick shoots just wide. It's all us this first half. We've had 9 shots, 5 on target, 60% of possession. And for the first time probably this season, we have committed less fouls than our opposition. We've only got 1 yellow card so far. Are we finally learning how to tackle? Mullings with the throw-in loses out though, and they're going down to 10 men in the first half. Their left-back, Boys, who was seen to be the player that could cause us the most problems, has been sent off for a second bookable offence. We have a throw-in with Mullings. Healy now in the penalty area trying to play it across, but he gets blocked. Mullings now. Are they going to go down to 9 men? No? I thought that was a free kick. Everybody just seemed to stop. Mullings with the ball. Glover. Mullings again. Healy. He tries a shot but can't find it. Can't even hit the target. But Slew's just hit the crossbar and it goes out for a throw-in. Everything just seems so manic at the moment. Every highlight we look like we're going to score. And it's a shame that it's half-time, because if we'd have kept going in that vein, we would have probably beaten them 5-0. But this gives them the chance to regroup and halts our progress. I'm happy with the performance so far. Keep it up, lads. And yeah, we're going to hopefully have more of the same second half. Just maybe a few more goals would be nice. We need to convert some of these chances into goals now. We are still only 1-0 up, and 1-0 isn't enough by our standards. It doesn't make a difference to the result how many goals we win by, but I'd rather be 2 or 3 goals up against our local rivals. At the very least, it's going to stop them winning. We're still going to be 6 points behind the leaders with 2 games to go. So we need to hope that Guiseley slip up in the next 2 games and we will win the league on goal difference. So we could have a 3-game episode for the first time ever on this channel in a regular league season. Connor Tomlinson not playing well, so we're going to bring Jowers on for him, give him a chance, because we need another goal. And Thanoji not playing well, which is unlike him. I'm going to bring Akinola on for Thanoji. I'm going to swap Akinola and Healy over because that puts them in their preferred positions. And I'm going to leave it for now because if necessary I will drop a player back and go 5 at the back just to make sure that we keep that 1 goal lead. We've had 16 shots, 17 shots now, 5 on target. We are so dominant at the moment, it is untrue. O'Dwyer's just picked up his 5th yellow card of the season, so he'll be missing the next game in today's episode, which is unfortunate because he's been playing really well just recently. 75 minutes in, near enough, and it's still 1-0. We haven't had another highlight yet. We have one now though. They're trying to play it over the top, and Nugent does well. No, he's given away a penalty. Come on, Willis. No, it's 1-1. I thought Nugent won the ball there, but he didn't. He gave away that penalty, and Willis was just fingertips away from saving that. That's only their second shot of the game, their first shot on target, and as things stand, that will be our season pretty much over. It's just down to where we finish in the playoffs. We won't. Well, if we don't win today, our best placed finish is 4th, which is where we are at the moment, because we can't go ahead of. We could go ahead of Stockport, but it's very unlikely. Tactics. We're going to make our final change. I'm gonna take Glover off, but I'm going to swap him and Slew over first. Have Slew on the right wing, and then I'm going to bring on Ben Hinchcliffe. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm going to leave them as they were, and I am going to go 2 up front. Really go for it. Push for that winning goal. Because what have we got to lose? Yeah, we'll go for that. Poacher and attacking forward, advance forward even. Or does Hinchcliffe want to be a target man? No, we'll leave him there. Yeah, we'll go with the advance forward. We tried this in one of our previous episodes, or I think you may have seen it before, and I think we managed to grab an equaliser when we seriously needed one. I'm going to tell my players to show some passion, because that always works. It's had no effect. We're into stoppage time now. We've got 1 minute of stoppage time left. This is going to end as a 1-1 draw, I'm sure of it. Akinola forcing a save out the keeper from range. Will we get a chance to take this corner? Healy, take it quickly, man. It comes to nothing, and that is, I think, it's the last highlight of the game, and it has finished 1-1, and unfortunately that means we are not going to win the league. It means the playoffs is our only option for promotion. I'm going to say they were unlucky, because I thought they were unlucky. We were by far the better team. I don't know if I really want to show you the Brackley game now, because there's no point. It's a nothing game. I mean, we could potentially still finish above Stockport. Who have Stockport got in their next game? Let's have a look. Where's my... No. Stockport, where are they? There. Stockport in their last 2 games have got Darlington and Spennymoor. Darlington could be pushing for a playoff place. They're only a point behind Southport. So that could be a difficult game for Stockport. No, they've guaranteed themselves a playoff place. Oh, they have, but yeah. Yeah, so we could potentially finish above Stockport, which would mean that we would only have to play 1 game before the final, the same as we did last season. I don't really know. You know what? I'm not going to show you the Brackley game. I'm going to end it there, because we're in the playoffs, come what may anyway. Unless we lose our last 2 games, and we could finish outside the playoffs. So I'm going to end the episode there, and we'll come back when we are ready to play in the playoffs. So if you like that, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe for more Football Manager 2019 videos. And remember, follow me on Facebook and Twitter at WeaselGamer TV for both of those. And thank you very much for watching.